experiment, most women chose one of these two guys here as their future husband. But when looking for a one-night stand, they tended to go for this guy here. And there's a good scientific reason for their choice. Why do you find these guys attractive?
I like the cheekbones and the jaw.
It's definitely like the strong jawline.
The stubble, the eyes,
The jaw.
Yeah. High cheekbones.
He's got a little bit darker eye. Women find these things attractive because they're all signs of high testosterone, which means that the man is healthy and strong.
Okay, Max, you are one handsome guy. Whoa.
Kids too.
I think they look good.
Women who tend to be with more attractive men happen to have more orgasms. Do women have more orgasms with richer men or poorer men? Well, it turns out the correlation here is even stronger than with attractive men.
Do you have that light home all through the year?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Like, how do you bring girls home?
It doesn't happen very often, surprisingly. But I'll tell you what.
But you're so good looking.
Why have you been misled into believing that women are mostly attracted to aspects that you can learn, wear, or do?
Like, do looks really matter when it comes to the dating scene? Maybe you're just an average looking guy. That's okay with me. As long as you have an above average personality, then hey, I would love to go out with you.
That would be encouraging, except for the fact that she works for a dating company that professes to teach men how to be able to seduce attractive women regardless of their looks.
All right, now wouldn't you guys say that although looks don't matter, having looks is like, you know, it's like a nice bonus? No! What the fuck? Okay? It doesn't do anything!
By the way, simulated micro-expressions such as fake smiling or uncontrolled micro-expressions such as raising an eyebrow are involuntary indicators that you're lying.
It doesn't do anything!
I would love to go out with you.
Beauty is not arbitrary. What's handsome is not arbitrary. All around the world, men and women find certain things attractive and other things less attractive.
Why is the cognitive blindness to what attracts women so widespread and accepted? Healthy attraction is driven by biological needs.
A woman's breasts clearly signal that she's past puberty and is probably able to reproduce.
Sexual dimorphism.
What differences there are between male and female faces. The female faces have a slightly smaller jaw. It's less squared than the male jaw, and they have thinner brows than these thicker brows that men have. Men have a more sort of square hairline.
And physical attractiveness. As a man, you're attracted to femininity, signs of youth and fertility, health indicators, and certain facial ratios. Your genes want you to find these traits attractive in a woman in order for you and her to produce the most healthiest offspring possible.
We all operate according to a genetic playbook. It tells us to couple with the hottest partner we can snag.
Similarly, women are attracted to masculinity, signs of youth and fertility, health indicators, and certain facial ratios. But you already knew that, right? The makeup and fashion industries are billion-dollar businesses. Women's biggest insecurities come from concerns about their visual appeal and physical traits. Women spend most of their time trying to look as physically and sexually appealing as possible. Yet you believe that when it comes to their attraction to men, they become blind to physical traits and only focus on a man's behavioral aspects?
It's 11:30.
It's 11:30.
It's 11:30.
Diet Coke break.
Diet Coke break.
Diet Coke break.
Was it just a coincidence that this ad campaign, featuring a good-looking man with a good physique, was aimed specifically at women? Could the advertisers have used this guy? Before you say women make an effort to look beautiful because men are visual, whereas women aren't, the scientific research says you're wrong.
Men are right up front in placing attractiveness in their top three. Women place it lower on their scale. But in fact, when you evaluate women's behavior, it's no different than men. So women say attractiveness doesn't matter, but in fact, when you evaluate their behavior, it does.
Dating in the Dark is a dating show in which men and women have a series of dates in the dark to see how well they connect in terms of personality. Then comes the light reveal, in which they get to see each other and decide if they want to continue dating that person or walk away. What you'll find is that even when a woman likes a man's personality, she still wants his looks to live up to her standards.
Not like a bad looking guy. He's just not, you know, the charming, good looks, you know, dashing.
I usually date boys who are hot.
Do you feel this, like, chemistry?
That chemistry turned into shit when she saw his face.
My initial thought was he looks a cross between Bob the Builder and Shrek.
I honestly usually date men who are more attractive than Chris.
I have no idea if you can be attracted to someone without seeing what they look like. If they have this great personality, you're just gonna hope that they have that great looks to match.
It doesn't do anything!
I'm like, this guy looks like 40.
Wow.
He's like kind of like total like real scruff, chubby face. He had a gut. Could I see this person on top of me? Like, yes or no? No.
It's really cute.
Okay, what does he look like?
He's got like amazing eyes that are like a pop. Perfect bone structure. Anyways, he is really cute.
A post by Fred the Belgian on Hair Loss Talk, a site and forum for hair loss sufferers, said, "I'm sorry, but I think that hair accounts for maybe 5% of the equation when it comes to attraction. The truth is that a lot of times, girls don't even notice you're balding or even bald. That's right, other people don't think bald when they see you."
He had like a receding hairline. Oh no!
People leave the show realizing that
Looks totally matter to me, and I think they matter to the rest of the world too, and anybody who says differently is lying.
does it sound like women are indifferent to looks? How much do looks matter? Height, build, race, complexion, face, age, hair. Research by dating site OkCupid revealed that women considered 80% of men worse looking than medium attractiveness. This explains why average looking guys have to send tons of messages on dating sites in order to get dates, and why below average looking guys barely get any dates this way at all. But what happens when you make a fake profile using believable pictures of a male model or masculine hunk?
Hey, I bet you're not as funny as me, though I laugh at myself a lot. Jen.
That sounds like a challenge, Jen. Let's see if you're still able to tell jokes when I fit both your ass cheeks into the palm of one of my hands.
Ha, you will not. I guarantee it. I have too much ass. Ha.
Does money make a guy more attractive?
Based on his physical attractiveness, this man got a 4 out of 10 in the lab test. But give him an annual income of $245,000 and a high-status job.
I would say maybe an 8.
Okay, 7.
I'd probably do 6 or 7 because of money.
Does status make a guy more attractive?
How are you guys doing?
The pickup art community is entirely based on the belief that women are attracted to confidence, demonstration of alpha qualities, a good personality, dominant behavior, and good body language rather than looks, money, or status. Pickup gurus believe they know teachable techniques to make any guy attractive to almost any woman. But is pickup just a bunch of misapplied psychology?
We chase validation from people who break rapport with us. The idea of cat string theory and that we want what we can't have.
But if that person has no value to you, you won't chase their validation. Does pickup work?
Really, we like each other. When are we hooking up?
Never.
Does pickup art theory inappropriately assert causation where there was only correlation? I picked up a girl. It must have been my pickup skills that attracted her. A implies B. But when the next 50 girls reject you, you'll realize how inconsistent pickup art is, and you'll seek out more pickup art material. Most guys would prefer to live in the naive hope that they could have full control over their dating lives, rather than feel powerlessly aware of the truth. Are you ready for that truth? Are you ready to face what attracts women? Do you need good looks to snag an attractive woman? The answer is no. However, there's a huge but.